Alright, guys. I wanted to showcase another game, and this is probably the one out of all of them that really makes me think of it's the holidays, you're sitting down with friends or family, and you just want to play a game, and you just want to have those tabletop memories, that back and forth experience of what can we do together as a family? What can we have fun with? You know, how can we really engage within the game? See if you can convince, you know, your brothers or sisters or parents or friends to ally with you against other people. You know, it's kind of that strategic game or tactical game of deception, making and breaking alliances. Let's just start with 3 players here. I'm gonna be a human. My name. Let's change this here. Blue is interesting. Reminds me of Pokemon, actually. But we're not playing Pokemon right now. Where is the end? Do I just hit start? Oh, there we go. Player 2 is going to be computer. Oh, I don't know. Let's just play intermediate, I guess. Welcome to Risk. Even the music from this game is pretty fun. I mean, obviously the board game didn't come with its own soundtrack, but I don't mind listening to it. And yeah, the game is just about to get points, get turn-ins, capture different territories, and see if you can beat out your opponent. So, looks like the decision here is just to play stuff. I'm gonna start by taking Indonesia. Oh, and see what the computer's doing. They're choosing the countries around me. So where do we really want our stronghold? That's kind of the question. I think the Americas is a good spot to go. We don't want we'll let them fight over Africa, I think. Let's take this one. Wow, they're letting us take most of this over here. All right. So we got armies left. What do we want to take over? Well, I would like to take the Americas, so... And if you guys want to know why I place this, I always like taking the Australian Peninsula, and maybe you watchers are familiar with that too, but it's really nice if you can get this defended because it's only got 1 entrance point. I mean, if you can hold Siam here, you're basically golden over here. And since we got such a good positioning in the Americas where they didn't follow up on us, I decided just to kind of abandon the middle. Maybe they'll start fighting each other there and we can come out on top because of this. So I'm going to try and take this over, take this over. So let's put an extra guy there, an extra one there. See, they're building up right there. All right. You guys want to fight each other? That's fine by me. I actually might even build up a little bit over here. This I might even just build up just to hold the line, but this over here. There's different strategies to the game. I mean, it looks like they're just going to pile everything on. We're going to build up a little bit of a force there. I think here we might even want to just pop into Iceland. Oh, and see, it looks like they're going to build up over there now. We want to keep this strong, though. So I think... yeah, I think we're just going to dump the rest of our troops there. Okay, setup has been completed. Alright. No continents owned. No cards to turn in. We have 4 new armies. Press A to place armies, B to view maps, C to trade cards. We don't have a card yet, so we're just going to place our armies. We get 4 new ones here. This music reminds me a little bit of... I think it was Warcraft 1. Just a little bit. I don't know. Does that sound familiar to you guys? Okay. I think because they have such a strong force over here, we want to build that up a little bit too. Keep our options open. We'll do that. So where do we want to attack? We're going to attack Northwest Territory. Attack. That's kind of cool. See the cannons fire like that. Where do we want to move our troops? So we can kind of go back and forth how many we want to move. Let's just commit all of them. We can do that again. We want Alaska. And we got him again. We're going to do all of them. And I think we're going to sit there because I don't really need to worry about him taking this continent right now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to attack Guinea. Nice. And we don't want to commit that much. Actually, Guinea does connect. Sure. And now Western Australia. Perfect. Okay. Attack Brazil. We're gonna actually... Do we have to move 3? We have to move at least 3, so let's do that. I think this 3 is gonna be good enough to kill it. Damn it. Damn it. We should have committed more. That's alright. Okay. It's fine. You gamble sometimes and you lose. That's the name of the game. Okay, and we're going to leave at least 2 there because I'm not sure where we want to have our move back. Okay. Let's fortify. Alright, so where do we want to fortify? We really want to move these to here. And then now it's Yellow's turn. Yeah, and he's just gonna go to town here against Green Guy, it looks like. We're just gonna see what happens. I'm surprised he didn't actually kill that one guy. But this is the name of risk. It's just who can get the bigger armies, who can take over more stuff. And I am totally fine if the computers want to go at each other's throats, more or less. So we're sitting pretty good as it is right now. Okay. It's not very smart of him to have his army right in the middle of Europe. But I suppose that's where he's going to end up over here. No, he could attack from Africa. He's probably going to go against me. Yeah. Ha. That was a good fighter. That's what I remember I used to say a lot with my dad. That was a good man. He was a tough one. Alright, and we're kind of whittling him down, which is fine. He's ending his turn there, and now it's Green's turn. So we'll see what kind of a mess he makes. But like I said, they're fighting each other, and I am totally fine with that. And there's just some simple pleasure with this game. I mean, obviously the computer version is nice because you can relive that same thrill of what continents am I going to work on, who am I going to attack, how am I going to place my men, how am I going to fortify at the end of my turn. You know, just all the different things that you can do here. And yeah, I made my South America unfortunately pretty weak, so how many armies will you commit to your defense? Well, might as well have both of them. Well, not sure why it even asked me that, but I always assumed, like, if you were going to defend, you automatically defended with everything. So that's a possible little change of the game here. Okay. Hopefully we can hold down there. And they can have a bit of a battle back and forth here between Asia. I don't think he's going to want to go towards Alaska, though. I mean, I have a decent amount of guys there. Taking Kamchatka is one thing, but I don't think he'll want to attack me. Okay, that's what I kind of figured. Yeah, go down to Mongolia. It is really hard to hold Asia at the beginning of the game because there's just so much stuff going on. I always try and opt for smaller targets. I don't know what you guys do. I mean, have you ever had a game, I guess, where you started out and you've actually been able to hold Asia? It's like 7 points if you can, so it's not bad. Alright, since we fortified here, he's probably not going to attack south. Alright. I love to see that. Look at that. 5 points from North America, 2 points from Australia, 11 total armies. Where are we going to place these guys? Alright, I think the play is to push out of here. Hold the line up here. Maybe even just hold the line down here for now, and we just do a really hard push through the Americas and into Africa. I think we're a little early before we can actually knock out an opponent. But we could knock Green out down here, where we at least force him over on this side. So I think that's what we're going to do. I just think we're going to place all of our armies right here. And let's knock out Peru. Ouch. knew that was going to be a little bit more of a difficult battle, but still totally worth it. Okay. Now let's get Argentina out of the way. Commit all of our troops. Go to Brazil. We're just gonna keep marching for a little bit. The other thing you kind of have to think about in this game is like how much you really want to commit to like spreading your troops thin. I mean, it might even be not a bad idea to just hold the line here because I don't know what he's going to end up with. And I'm in a pretty okay position to defend right now. It's tempting to knock the green out, but I feel like I'm going to open myself up to the yellow guy if I do it. So I think the play is just to end my turn. Oh boy. I really hope he doesn't want to attack me. I'd like to not lose my stronghold down there. But if these guys keep... I am okay with how this is turning out so far. Oh my gosh, that could not have ended better. That is so good. Hopefully I can pull that off too. How do I commit more to defense? See, I don't understand this. How many do you want to commit to your defense? I mean, we either pick 1 or 2, but we have 4. I guess we'll do 2. Maybe I should have just done 1. I don't know what the difference would have been. Unfortunately, he's gonna... Well, I guess he's just gonna sit there and prevent me from getting... Hopefully we can at least keep the 2 smaller continents, which we did. We got 9 new armies. Okay, we really have to push back up over here. Down here we're fine. This is split, but we want to prevent this guy from holding this territory here. So I think the plan is to commit everything here. And then attack Greenland. Hopefully we can win. Ouch. Okay. Dang it. I think when it does that flash, that's when it actually hits one of your troops. It's very nerve-wracking. We need to prevent him from getting this, so we're going to take Iceland. Hopefully it's not a stupid choice. Because we really don't want him to be turning in a continent. And then we're going to end our turn. So, which means he only gets 3 new armies. Ooh, this is... You know, I don't understand. Let's just do 2. I mean... Maybe I should be doing 1. I mean, I've got a lot of troops there now. Alright. We defended. Hopefully we can do the same thing here. We're just going to keep doing 2. I don't really know what the difference is, guys. If you played this game and you know, let me know. Dang it. Yes. Yes, we held the line. Alright, the green guy gets 4 armies. Yeah, don't go for me, go for him. there isn't a lot to say about the game. It's a lot of luck, like mini board games. I mean, even Stratego, you can kind of start paying attention to, as you've seen in my previous video, what you've killed and what you haven't, but by and large, you don't know what you're attacking. And like this game, it's the roll of the dice. But you can see I'm starting to do a little bit better now, so let's see, what's the plan? I think let's see if we can actually view cards. So we have Scandinavia, East Africa, and Quebec. Now, if you guys don't know the game, you can do a turn-in if you have 3 of the same or 1 of each. And I'm missing a cannon or a 3rd horse, so at the moment, I can't do anything. You get 1 new card every turn. Oh boy. What to do? Green's got a big stronghold down here. I kind of feel like I should just commit a bunch of troops up here. Try and do some damage. I think the gameplay this turn was fortify. Make sure that he never takes back what I already had. And let's knock out Kamchatka just to make sure that he can't get this either. I'd rather be sitting on a different continent than my own. So we're going to commit all 7. And then let's see. I'm going to do the same thing here. Commit all 7. This one's a little bit more tricky, because I don't think I'm really in a position to attack and clear stuff, but I think I'm in a good position to defend. So I think I'm going to actually end my turn where I'm at right now. Let's look at my cards. Oh, do I really only have 3 cards? Hold on. Oh, I get a card at the end of my turn. That's right. If these guys want to kick at each other, I am totally fine with that. Because Europe and Asia and Africa, in my opinion, are some of the hardest territories to defend. And these guys just keep fighting each other, which is perfect for me. So that means I can come in and mop what's left over. Because I'm pretty big, I don't think he's going to try and attack me. I mean, this is so nice, especially when that 1 does damage like this. That is just helping me. These kind of battles, just great. Perfect. Like, no resistance there, and I've got 16 armies. Let's see if we can trade cards. Oh, come on. We can't. All right. So let's place armies. I think now is the time to push. If I can knock this orange guy out, I believe I get all of his cards. So we're going to try and just hold the line here, but we're going to split up our force between these 3 points. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I like keeping my armies pretty even, because wherever I don't attack, really don't want there to be an opening to come and take me out from that. And these two are probably my most vulnerable points, so we'll do that. Alright, so now is the time to do a bit of a push. Okay, I think we want to go to Scandinavia. We're just going to commit everything because we can go back around to Britain. Let me see. Yeah, I think the push is now to go to Britain. Okay. It is going to be harder to defend this, but yep. Let's have this force take out Europe if we can. Okay. Nice. That was very nice. Didn't even lose anything with that harder fight there. Okay, we're gonna take out Southern Europe first. And then I think the plan is to go to Ukraine. Ah, okay. Our first point of resistance. Okay, now I think the plan is to wait there. Let's move this force to the Congo. Alright, let's just go down and around, leave no pockets of resistance, because that's where he can put troops. We don't want to see any pockets of resistance. You know, if I'm lucky here, I might be able to win this turn. It's gonna be a big hope, especially with fights like this. Come on. Oh my gosh. You know, how unlucky can you get with one really strong troop? Oh, gross. Okay. Let's see if I can at least push to kill Egypt. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna try and go for Middle East. I think the play here is push. Push with everything we've got. Okay. You know what? Let's try to push to India. If we don't get it, it's not the end of the world. But if we do, that's just one step closer. All right. I think we're doing quite well. Let's start over here. I think the plan here is to go to Urals. Okay. I think we could do this. All right. So we want to go with our strong force. Let's see. Yellow, you must trade in a set of cards. All right. We can trade in our men and our horses. Oh, shoot. I clicked the wrong button. It's kind of touchy when you're moving around. So the man, the man, the man. We receive 2 extra men here because that's what we did our turn in on. You always get 2 men if you own the country. And right now we're just going to place them all right here. Can we turn in cards again? No, doesn't look like it. I think you can only at the beginning of your turn, but that's interesting that you have to turn in if you get a certain amount. I thought you couldn't do that in the middle of your turn. But I don't think it's going to matter much because I think we're going to get through this game relatively easily at this point. Probably could have went on a higher difficulty. I mean, at the end of the day, the game's not really that challenging. Okay, so I think here, yeah, go to Siberia. All right. We're just gonna push through this, guys. I think we've got it in the bag. I don't see how we could lose at this point. You know, holding those continents really early on and then pushing through the opponent is how to win. So let's just see how the game ends up finishing. And I guess I'm kind of curious at this point, like, what are some of your guys' memories with this game? You know, do you usually end up fighting at the very end in Asia, like what I'm doing? Do you employ different tactics? You can see how I kind of stopped mid-game when I was just holding the line on my territories, just to wait for everything to build up. Oh, last country. Yeah, we can see that. So let's knock him out. And let's enjoy that sweet victory. What's the game have to offer us? General Velo has conquered the world in 5 turns. Good old Sega. You did a really good job putting this game together in a way that feels like the board game. I appreciate the music. I appreciate just everything about it. I'm actually curious about something. Let's play Classic with 6 players for a second here. I don't know if I'll finish this game. You know what? Just for simplicity's sake, I'm blue this time around. Everybody else is a intermediate computer. And they've all got different icons. Look at that. We had the sword, the tent, the flag. Just different icons. Welcome to Risk. I love how they do this cute little title screen too that really illustrates these are your countries. Alright, what do we want to try and hold now? Clearly not down here. That's ridiculous. Just put me in a corner somewhere. Oh my gosh. Maybe Central America. You know what? We might hold the Americas again, guys. I think we're gonna put this in over here just to blockade off the Americas, if nothing else. I really don't want any of these countries here. We'll just go right there. Alright, we have a lot of troops left to place. Oh boy. If this game is going to be ridiculous. But the Americas are easier to hold, and I do have this point here. I think we're going to fight with this guy. I'm going to make him fight for it over here. And then I think the rest of the game is... I think we're just going to hold the line here. He could go through this one. Oh gosh. This is so gross. What's green gonna do? All or nothing China run. I mean, this is such chaos. Like, I don't even know what the strategy is to employ here. Just take what you can, and it's just a slugfest. I'll go through one turn of me doing something and then back to my next turn and stop. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold that. I don't care. He really wanted to hold on to the Congo down there. And the thing about this is you really want to knock out opponents too. So maybe it was stupid for me to put everything all in one spot. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what everybody else does. Because I think everyone's just going to start building out their own little empires. Oh, jeez. This is a slugfest. I think he could have made better use of his troops, but I mean, he's doing okay. This is really devastating to the yellow guy. Okay, there's a couple of hits at least. Yeah. That was pretty devastating to the yellow guy. Alright, what's pink gonna do? Madagascar. I don't know, sometimes just a game of chaos is really fun. And this is definitely a game of chaos. It's gonna be a while before someone gets a continent, I feel like. Looks like the pink guy's trying to hold out down in Africa. Is he gonna take the Congo too? That's probably what I would do. Yeah. And then you could always fortitude at least a little bit if you really wanted to. All the resistance pockets he's trying to take out. Alright, red. You know, I'm just so glad he didn't place those in North America. I really don't want to be at the end of someone's fist. No, this green guy is just kind of getting ripped apart. Him and the yellow one. Alright. It's kind of an even match. Yeah, I figured he would go behind me through that country. I was kind of hoping he would defend, given what I had there, but it makes sense. Take what he can. Alright, that was... I'm okay with that. Okay, where are we going to place our armies? I think here the play is just to hold out what I have in the Americas. If I can hold South America, that's probably the best starting spot I can get to. Because I'm not really in a position to fully knock somebody out. Oh, come on. Such a painful barrage. Okay. This purple guy is going to come and sweep through this. I think I'm going to make him do the work attacking some of the ones. And I think I just want to move this down here and then fortify it if I can. He's going to take America up here. Because I know he's just going to eat through what I'm doing. I just have to get my troops down there and fortify. Hopefully we can knock him out here. Okay, perfect. Alright, and then I want to fortify, yes, from here to here. That's what we want to do. And hopefully we can hold South America. Some people are going to die this turn, I can almost guarantee it. Everybody's going to kind of start to make their pockets. All the individual things like my India there are going to go. Wasn't interested in holding it to begin with. The big thing where you're going to get points here is if you can knock people out. I don't know if anybody's close to being knocked out. I don't think so. But you can see how, even in a game like this, people start to kind of form their pockets. Like yellow and green are kind of fighting over Asia right now. But it's such a hard thing to hold and take. Looks like they're trying to knock the yellow guy out. And that's what I would do too. But he's going to miss out on Scandinavia. Which means the other guys are going to capitalize on it. I'm pretty sure he's going to die this turn. Yep. That's what I kind of figured you were going to do. Come running down through America. Oh, and you're going to try and hold on to Australia. I might actually be starting to sit in a pretty good situation here. This is actually not too bad. I don't know, I might even just continue the video and see who wins at the end of this slugfest. See if I can actually pull apart, or pull ahead rather. If I can, not for this video, but maybe for a future video, I might try this again on hard. Okay, thankfully, he didn't try to attack me. I was a little concerned there. But this is really fortunate. Okay. We have 5 new armies. This red guy might be worth trying to push out right now. I don't know if that's biting off more than I can chew, though. It might be. Shoot. I think the play is to probably weaken the purple guy. Actually, I can reinforce this up. Or do I want to reinforce it down? Let's see how good we do. So let's start here. Let's attack this 4. With 5, probably. We need to take something, though. I think maybe the plan is just taking this one here. I think it's still too early to really push, especially when everybody else is hurt and I have so much high pods of enemies around me. So I think the plan here might even just be to reinforce this up. If I reinforce it up though, that's my problem, is that he'll take... Maybe I should just end my turn right there. I think that's the plan. I took a country. Let's end my turn. Because I don't want to be the one that pushes to kill the red guy and then I don't actually get to knock them all out. Especially when this yellow guy can still do a little bit of work for me. If he can knock out everything else, the only thing that's left is basically his stronghold in the Congo. I might be able to push for that. This is going to be probably a game of what turn-ins you can get to get a few more troops. And what territory you can take and hold. As sweet and tempting as it is sometimes to expand out, I don't think it's a good idea. It's like even this green guy is kind of running himself a little thin. Okay, yeah, I am so glad he's committing down there, because I'm not looking to knock purple out. I just want him to stop placing troops in North America. You know, maybe we should have fortified north. We were playing it cautious, so... Yeah, and we're still not in a position to knock red out. I think the play here is just to build up our forces. Okay, I get 5 new armies. I think the play here is to put them here and push through some of this, but not too much of it. Let's knock this out, hopefully. Oh, great. Okay, that worked out. Let's see, I want to reinforce this up so I could hold the line here. I don't know if I really want to take more, though. I think we're just going to reinforce this up and stop with what we have. No, I want to fortify. Yes, I'm sure. From where? Here. To there. Okay. There we go. We're moving our troops. don't think anyone else is going to push too deep into North America right now. And especially if they're going to help me kill this guy. That is perfect. Oh, he's doing a turn-in. All right. I didn't want to be the first to turn in. You never really want to be the first to turn in because the troops are always really small to start out with, but then they just get so much bigger. Now, if he can push and actually knock this guy out, I don't know if he can. Yellow is down to 1. He's gonna try. He wants those cards. Oh shoot, he might get him. He got him. Okay. Oh, gross. He's gonna try and push through me. Might even succeed. I really hope I can hold the line here. Oh, shoot. Nice. Yes. Oh, and this guy's turning in too. He's coming back in Madagascar. Wants to keep his foothold. All right. We're gonna have to probably build up or push into Africa at some point. I don't know why he's doing that. I don't think that's Red's last one. Yeah. He's got a couple there. He is really desperate. So Red's only got those 2 left. He's probably going to take 1 country and call it good. That's what I would do if I were Red. Yep. Alright, let's check our cards. C to trade cards. And I can't yet. Figures. Okay. I think here... I think the play is to build that up a little bit more. I think we should try and knock him out of the territory up here. Okay, so we're going to put everything there. Come on. Gross. Wow. It's just so disheartening. So utterly disheartening. Can I take Alaska? It would be great if I could, but I don't think I can. Okay, I can. It's going to at least force Pink to come in and attack me. Okay, and then we're going to have to move this around and hold the line against Europe, assuming I can get there. I'm not going to knock Purple out in this maneuver, but hopefully I can convince Pink to target him down south. on. Oh, not good. Really not good, but we're gonna end there. As tempting as I am to knock purple out, I'm just not gonna go for it this turn. I'm probably not gonna hold North America. It's probably gonna get ripped apart, especially with these turn-ins. Oh, goodbye, red. Unless he can hold out here. I really am liking where this is going. Dang it, I spoke too soon. I think red's gonna die. Yep. Playing it safe and knocking him out. That's what I would do. Okay. If I were green, I'd probably just fortify there. Green's gonna get your cards. Yeah, no, I think he's just gonna sit and wait there. That's what I would do if I were purple. Okay, so he's gonna... I'm okay with him just being a buffer for me on this side now. Yeah, you're not gonna let me keep Alaska. That's why you put those troops there. I'm pretty sure you're gonna attack Alaska. Even just to take one country, that's gonna be Pink's goal right now. Yep. If I can hold this though, I'm gonna be good. I don't think it's possible. What? How did I hold that? That is crazy. And preventing purple from getting the turn in down south. That is... This game is really going my way now. 11 new armies, but hold on. Can we turn in our cards? Of course not. Frustrating. Okay. 11 new armies is huge. There's only 3 opponents. I'm not going to be able to knock any of them out right now. I think we just really need to hold the line. If I'm being totally honest. And then we just need to take one country. Okay, that's it. That's all we're doing. Just Iceland. Okay. So we want our card. That's all we care about. Oh, gross. Are you doing 2 turn-ins? Can he do turn-ins? Or can he only do 1 per turn? Oh my gosh. Come on, purple. He's gonna go against me up there, isn't he? Oh, gross. Hopefully we can hold this. Oh no. No. Shoot. It started to look good initially, but now it really doesn't. But if he's not going to take North America, he's being an idiot from me. He should really try and take Greenland. I don't have anything defending there. Alright, and purple's out of the picture. At least in my general vicinity. I'll have to deal with him again soon if nobody else does. And he's gonna have a constant continent down there, so that's gonna be definitely troublesome. I think the smart play for him here is just to sit on Siam, but I don't think he's gonna be smart. He's gonna keep attacking stuff. It's like, what did that accomplish him? He had 13 troops before he did this attack. Wow, what a waste. Well, pink, time to kill purple. That's what I would do at least. I don't know where he placed the rest of his troops. Is he gonna try and kill me? Okay, can we trade cards this time, finally? Alright, so what do we want? Do we want Greenland and Ukraine? Or do we want... Actually, let's do Alaska, Greenland, and the wild card. I think that's perfect, because then we actually get troops in Alaska and Greenland. Now let's place those armies. Oh, I guess we just got Alaska. We didn't get Greenland for some reason. Okay. Do we push south for the purple guy? I think we should. But we also need a defensive line here. Okay. We're gonna try. Here's where we're gonna save some. What do we need to get down there? Let's do that. Hopefully that's enough. We are just gonna beeline it. Everything we've got. I wanted to knock out Japan because it was like behind my lines kinda. That's why I did that attack, in case you guys are wondering. But I think now we can just push down and finally avenge ourselves. Hopefully, for purple being a royal pain in the butt early in the game. Yeah, we're just going to attack New Guinea. And then we'll fortify back up to Indonesia to hopefully hold it. about time I get a kill. All right. I think we planned that pretty good. Okay. So now we're gonna fortify. Yes, I'm sure. From here to here. All of it. All right. It's getting scary with these turn-ins. There is going to be a huge amount of troops. Oh my god. Really hope I can get another turn-in. We've made it this far. Can we beat this game? Wonder if he's gonna kill the pink guy. He might. You know, at the beginning of the game, Green, you were someone that I thought was gonna be first out. You and Yellow. I was right about Yellow, but... Are you gonna push down into my continent, or are you gonna try for the easy stuff? Okay, you're gonna try for the easy stuff. Well, hopefully I can hold. Nice. Very nice. I don't think you're strong enough to kill the pink guy. I really hope you can't. Maybe you can. See how these battles go. Okay. Green, you've knocked out yellow, pink, and red. I'm pretty sure you knocked out all three. Can I avenge them? We can turn in our cannons. Let's see, Central America. Well, Brazil's gonna help me the most. And then I guess Eastern United States and Eastern Australia. And we got 2 extra on Brazil. It seems like the first one I pick, I get 2 extra on. 40 new armies. Oh boy. I think we've got to do the push now. If we fail, he's gonna get us. But that's a lot of troops down there. Unless I can hold the line like here. Okay. I think first we're gonna bring everybody up to 10, just so I have more stuff to work with. Okay. And then we'll commit everything. Wow. Okay, Let's start by getting this one out onto Siam. Committing everything. Let's get this one out to Iceland. Committing everything. Here, I think the plan is to knock out Irkutsk right away. Okay, that worked out really well. And then we're going to loop it around. The key when you move in Risk is to not end your army somewhere where they can't attack again. And you also want to try and commit your full force whenever possible. Just so you can keep moving forward with the intention of reaching a point where you can fortify. You know, this one guy in the Urals, really a pain in my butt. Okay. Let's go for Afghanistan. Okay. And then let's just try and go for China. Yay. Okay. So that was a really good way to end because now I can just go this way with this one, which is what we're going to do. It's still going to be a really hard-fought battle, and if possible, I'm going to try and get as many troops down to that 13 before I send my big 40. Okay, we're going to move this to the Middle East. Okay, and then we're going to wait there. We're going to commit this to Scandinavia. We're going to try and push all of his stuff out if we can. I think the plan is to take Ukraine finally. And just make our way down. Keeping those 5 troops there in reserve in case I need help taking over Europe because I want the game to be over right now. I don't want to give Green another chance to turn in. He probably has a lot of cards. Okay, we're going to try and take Britain here. Hopefully I can. Perfect. And yeah, we'll try for Western Europe. That's okay. That's fine. We have other options. Okay. I think now the plan is to push this into his 3 right here to soften it up. Okay. Now I need to think about what I can do. Shoot. What do I want to do here? I think we need to start moving this army. Because we don't want to get cut off. We need a way to get down there. I think we're already in a bit of a situation. Okay. Okay. So we have to commit south with most of it. So let us attack north here. Hopefully we can get some territories. Okay, we'll just try and get as much as we can. We're probably going to have to commit 3 at least here. And we'll just leave the rest to hopefully be enough to knock him out. So before we forget, we're going to attack this. We'll just move the bare minimum, just 3 that attacked. Okay, fast go this way. Alright, that's what we're going to do. And hopefully he loses here. Double his forces. Over double. The massive battle for South Africa. It was cool to see all the troops there, actually. Such an intense cannon barrage. I think we're gonna win though. All right. Your last bastion of hope, Madagascar. For all the atrocities you committed killing everyone. We're not going to talk about what I did to Purple though. That doesn't count. He fought us first in our own defense. And now, the world has been redeemed from tyranny. At least that's what I'm calling it. We did it in 7 turns. All right. And guys, that's Risk. I mean, it's kind of plain simple fun. There is a bit of tactics to it. Like, you don't want to be the first to turn in because you could see just how many troops I had there at the end of the game. But yeah, like, this is the kind of thing that I would come home and do on the holidays. So just set up a board game and like have the tactile moving the pieces and everything. Just have the friendly banter, the fun food, the laughs, the chats with friends and family that you haven't got a chance to interact with in a while. It's what made coming home to the holidays fun. So hopefully this game was fun for you guys as well. And maybe you'll check it out sometime. It's for the Sega Genesis, in case you guys were curious. Alright. I'm signing out.